Hi, what a difference a few days makes. Welcome to spring in the Midwest, where today it is like 75, 77 degrees, and later this week it's supposed to be in the 40s, so fun times. Anyway, I hope you have gotten out to enjoy the sunshine if you're lucky enough to have it like we are, and let's go ahead and get started on some poses. So I'm just going to say today's going to be a little bit shorter because I have spent most of my day doing yard work, so I'm tired, probably like if you've been doing that, you are too. But some good ones to do while you're practicing at home. I feel like, gosh, I want to do a few poses. Get in mountain. Pretty much whenever we start, your standing feet should be in mountain pose. So that's when we're all stacked up. It's called Tadasana if you want the Sanskrit word. And from here, relax your shoulders, close your eyes a moment, and let yourself come into a focused point of view. You don't want to be all over the place. You kind of just want to concentrate. Now we're going to do chair pose. So if you've done chair pose, arms come overhead, you're coming down like you're sitting in a chair, only there's a really rude person behind you who keeps trying to take the chair away from you. So basically you're trying to get your backside further and further back while keeping your heart up, okay? So feet still stay in mountain. Now, if you've got lower back issues, you can take those feet wider than hip width apart. So go ahead and play around with your spacing on that. Don't feel locked in. Because I do have lower back issues, I never ever come to chair pose with my feet together. In fact, I rarely ever stand like this because it's not comfortable. So again, Tadasana, we're stacked up body parts. Right, when you're ready, breathing in, arms come around and overhead. Again, you're trying to keep those shoulders low, and we're kind of trying to keep your thumbs behind you. Really, I have to work at trying to see my arms. My peripheral vision can sort of see it, but mostly I have to turn my eyes, and then I can see my elbows, not my eyebrows. I can't see those ever. So you can maybe see your elbows. You can drop those low if you need to, or keep them up nice and high. When you're ready with your exhale, then it's when you're coming down. So you're dropping low, 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 but keeping your heart nice and high. So again, there's that rude person. So you're trying to take your sits bones, your sacrum, your tailbone backward while keeping your heart nice and high. This essentially means your calf muscles are getting some work. They're really working probably pretty hard. Maybe your shoulders are. Maybe you're like, I want to stay here, but I'm going to drop my arms down. That's fine. Do that. Figure out what works for you to let you stay. When you come to an inhale, you come all the way up. And as you exhale, you come to your forward fold. Drop your head, tuck your chin. And then when you're ready, as you inhale, you go ahead and come up. Now we're going to do garland. So this one I do take my feet wider than hip width. And the other thing I would suggest is you have to play around with the direction of your feet. And again, this might sound funny, but the direction of your feet has a lot to do with how your lower back feels in a pose. So I'll have people who, they might enjoy garland, but there's no way that their toes can be straight ahead. Their toes turn out at an angle, which lets them keep their heels to the floor. Your goal is to try and keep your heels to the floor. So play around with the angle of your feet. Then to come into garland is really similar in terms of what you're doing with your tailbone and your heart to chair pose, but you're coming down lower. So we have our hands in Anjali Mudra. And when you're ready, as you exhale, you drop, drop, drop like you're coming down to a squat. Now, if you can, you bring your elbows to the insides of your knees and you're still looking up. I'm looking up too far because I'm looking up at a camera. But you'd want to have your gaze forward. Now, I know for some people, arms are going to come to the elbows. That's okay. Bring your arms on top of your thighs if you need to. Playing around with your spacing. If you bring them low, you're still looking up. When you come to an exhale, let your hands come to the floor. And again, lengthen those legs, your forward fold. And you can always take those heels up, pedal those legs if you need to. You can walk your hands to one side and to another. And when you're ready, on an inhale, you can come up. And then you can go relax, have dinner with your family, have a drink on your patio, go watch something trashy on TV. Do what makes you happy tonight. Namaste.